Call the meeting to order and give review of the one and only application that the board's got pending this evening.
Sounds like a great idea. So introductions. Larry Quinn.
I am Heinz.
Tim Rowland. Mark Colvin.
Julia Marshall.
Jack Clump.
Ted Spencer.
Annie Wortley.
There we go.
I'm Mike Wolniak. I'm the architect who's working on the project for Castle Mill.
Great.
Shall I get up and do
Yeah.
my thing here?
Yeah,
Okay.
give us your blurb about the issue here is parking.
Okay.
You still have other issues you're dealing with at the planning board level, but this is,
This parking.
do you have one of the
We have all that stuff. So
You have our
You-
drawings.
Yeah.
you can probably, yeah,
Well, I have a big one here, so,
you can probably just summarize what you need and
okay, quickly, what's it called? The existing listed,
top of the column.
Papagallo. Yeah, the Papagallo's restaurant, Mexican restaurant is closed and it's going to be reopened as a new Mexican restaurant. The intent is to keep the footprint basically the same as it currently is. We're not adding anything to the building, but we're reconfiguring the interior, the seating basically, and doing some work in the kitchen basically in terms of flipping restaurant equipment. The overall number of seats that we end up with is 113 in the interior of the building. And based on zoning, at 3 seats per car, we need 37.66 cars. We have approximately 6.3 based on square footage of the kitchen area, employees. So you're going to end up with a total of 43.99 cars required. So you're looking at a total of 44, basically. We have on site currently 44 cars. That's 33 actual cars, plus 11 that have been authorized on, well, let me back up. There are 3 parcels of land here. The restaurant sits on parcel A, it's adjacent to West Genesee Street. Parcel B is behind the restaurant. And parcel C is adjacent to the nail salon. Our parking spaces, the 33 that I've mentioned, are a combination of parcel A and parcel B. Parcel C, well, the properties, all 3 properties are owned by a single landlord, and the landlord has authorized us with a letter to be able to park on parcel C behind the nail salon with 11 cars. After hours, we're allowed to park after hours of the nail salon, that's approximately 5 or 6 o'clock at night, we're allowed an additional 6. So that brings us up to a total of 50 parking spaces that we would have access to. We need 44 for the interior, so we're 6 to the good on the parking requirements. But we're proposing seasonal seating outside in the terraced area that's going to require, well, it's going to have 35 seats, and that's going to require an additional 11.66 cars. So that would mean we'd need 12 essentially. So we have 6 to the good, plus we need another 6 for the total of 12. So we're 6 short with the addition of the exterior seating. So that's where we are.
And the exterior seating is what they've already had existing right now. You're not adding.
They've utilized exterior seating, but we're showing it in a different configuration.
But the same number of seats is what I'm getting at.
Essentially, yes. So that's where we are. We have access to 50 cars per landlord agreement, plus what's actually there. Now, I've just been told that after UPS closes, we have access potentially to their parking in front of their building. We're showing 5 parking spaces out there as well, but I haven't counted them in. Yeah, I haven't extended that because I didn't have any kind of documentation to say that we could use those. So basically, we're here saying that we need 56 cars For the interior seating and the exterior seasonal seating that we're proposing. And we have a total of 50 that we have access to, so we're short 6. So that's the long and the short of it.
Got it. Did you sign in, by the way?
No.
I was up here. Thank you.
So at this point, the board could open up the public hearing to see if there's any input from anybody
Motion.
else other than the applicant.
Motion to open the meeting,
I moved over the public
Yeah.
hearing.
seconded. Larry, all in favor? Aye. Unanimous.
So you have 50 spaces that does not count the UPS
That's correct.
and you're required by, based on the number of seats inside plus the outside at 56.
56 based on 3 seats per car.
Right.
If you work the numbers based on zoning, we need 56
During the seasonal time of operation.
during seasonal. Now, during this time of year, nobody's gonna be sitting out there.
Right, during this time of year, how many parking spaces would you require, or would you meet the zoning requirement?
We would need 44. We would need
44,
44,
and you have
50, correct.
So basically during the spring and summer months
Is when we,
is when you're not meeting the zoning.
correct,
requirements.
yes,
So the extent of relief is just 6.
correct, yes.
Anybody else have any questions?
So is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak to or for or against the proposed variance for 6 additional parking spaces?
I mean, in my opinion,
You want to state your name?
hi, I'm Tessa Honiger, by the way. I'm from Manlius. I've lived here my whole life, but I'm helping out with Cosmels.
Okay,
This is my first time here because it was my first time not working.
okay,
But growing up going to Papagayos, I think the outdoor seating really does add to the restaurant itself. And I think it would be very nice to have that in the spring and summer months. And I think having the additional spaces for UPS as well as having the 6 spots with the nail salon after hours, that would be the prime time that we would, like, most people would be utilizing the space. So I think having both of those would really like leverage the playing field for it. And I think it would really help out.
thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to speak? For or against the proposed variance?
I take it we haven't received any comments.
Yep, you'll ask Patty, are you aware of any? No calls, no written submittals, no emails, okay, so,
And was there a comment from the planning board? I was at the meeting, so I just don't remember.
They recommended that
Right.
this board. Their major concern was the one way in and one way out.
We've addressed that with some modifications to the site plan. We've indicated arrows.
That doesn't matter for us. That's the
And
planning
the
board
out-
issue.
We've addressed that issue and it's on the drawings that are in front of you.
And the out would be.
It would have to be on
High
High Bridge, yes.
Yeah, because Genesee is.
Motion to close the public.
So moved.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, any discussion?
Um,
So
I-
you don't actually have a formal agreement for the UPS spots, you're just saying
No.
it's kind of like, they said it's
No,
okay,
they're-
what, do we know what time they close?
We have a written agreement.
Wait, for the UPS folks?
The landlord actually texted me
Okay.
a few days ago. She's like, actually, you have these after hours, so.
and the reality.
What's
is-
after hours mean? We don't.
Yeah, the reality is, it's been there for a long
Well,
time.
no, but the reality is people have used when it was Papagallos
Yeah.
and even before it was Papagallos, they've been using the UPS
Oh, yeah.
parking.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, if the source closes, who's gonna be
And
there?
if they park in front of Twin Trees and anywhere else, they can find a space
Yeah.
on Cinco de Mayo.
Wow. One day.
One day.
One day.
You can't get a parking space.
I mean, realistically, there is also Municipal lot. That's right.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know.
across the street, and I talked to Mike today, and I asked him about this, why this was even coming up, because it's been there, and the last time when Papagallos went in, there was no discussion of parking at all, there was only the sign issue, because we had to approve their sign. And I asked Mike about the sign to see if he needed a variance for that, and he said, well, as long as they don't change the sign, they change the name, it's fine. But in regards to this, I asked him about that, he said, well, the only reason I brought it up this time was because when that was first put in as a restaurant, they didn't have the outside seating. So the outside seating is what brought this to the head. And Mike felt that it would be better to bring it to the ZBA and have us approve it or disapprove it than it was to say, well, it's always been that way, because technically with the outside seating, it does cross that threshold of needing a variance. So that was Mike's plea. He couldn't make the meeting time, so he just wanted to tell me why he had recommended it come to the board, and that was his take on it. It really wasn't a problem. It was just a technicality because of the seasonal seating.
So if you have a letter regarding the UPS, I mean, that,
It was just a text message.
well,
You have it
that
there.
works.
You guys want, you wanna see?
Well, I would just make sure that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, if you could
Patty
give us for a complete record, that'd be great.
She even said she could call anyone if.
And I think the planning board requested whatever you had in writing relative to parking.
Right.
Yeah.
To be presented in advance of the next.
We have the one letter from.
Yeah,
We had the letter that acknowledged that we had the 11 plus 6.
That.
So that brought us up to the 50 that we had been discussing, but we're still short the 6.
Yeah.
So.
Anybody else have any concerns or questions?
You're short the 6, except you have those 6 in front of the.
Well,
Well,
it appears
that's
that I have at least 5 in
Five.
front of UPS, yes. So, I mean, now we're down to,
Short one technically with that text message.
And the reality is they're only short during the
Seasonal time,
seasonal.
probably for a couple hours a night,
And the days, there's nice.
except for Cinco de Mayo day where, no, right.
We had snow.
And
Alright.
there's never been any issues with Twin Trees complaining about parking in the past that anybody.
They're more in and out.
They're in and
Yeah,
out,
yeah, they're.
Yeah, but if all their spaces are full, then it's very hard to go in and out. If every space
It
is,
should always be like a little opening.
well, there is, you can still get in and just park where you don't belong. Next to the driveway where the nail salon is to
That's
pick up a pizza.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been a big problem.
As Tim says, I mean, the municipal parking is right down the street.
Yeah, it's right across the street, so. If there's no additional questions, I would,
first order of business for secret purposes, this would be, we think classified unlisted, so I'm gonna talk the board through the.
Okay.
11 questions it's required to consider before taking any action on the variance. We did receive a short form, environmental assessment form that the applicant submitted. And the board's responsibility is to go through part 2 of that, so I will walk you through that. As I mentioned, it's 11 questions. Question number 1. When granting the variance, create a material conflict with adopted land use plan or zoning regulation.
I'd say no.
Yeah, it seems to kind of go with what's been there for some time. Question number 2, would the approving the variance result in a change in the use or intensity of use of the land?
No.
Question number 3, would granting the variance impair the character or quality of the existing community?
No.
No.
Question 4, would it granting the variance impact the environmental characteristics of a critical environmental area? And this property is not located in a critical environmental area, so that answer that's automatically no. Question 5, would granting the variance result in an adverse change in existing traffic, biking or walkway
No.
travels? Okay. Question number 6, would granting the variance cause an increase in the use of energy where the project fails to incorporate energy conservation opportunities.
No.
No.
Question number 7, would granting the variance impact public water supplies or public wastewater treatment facilities?
No.
Question number 8, would the granting the variance impair the quality or character of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources?
No.
in the area? Question 9, would granting the variance result in an adverse change to natural resources?
No.
No.
Question number 10, would granting the variance result in an increase for the potential of erosion, flooding, or drainage?
No.
And then question 11, the final question. Would granting the variance create a hazard to environmental resources or human health?
No.
Okay, based on the answers to part 2, it would be appropriate for the board to adopt a motion as lead agency for the seeker review of this zoning application with a finding of no significant adverse environmental impacts by granting the variance. So someone should. So move,
Motion. So moved.
Jack,
So moved.
the second,
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
okay, the board has addressed its seeker responsibilities. As for the variance itself. The 5 criteria to address are on page 2 of the draft resolution. I'll talk you through those. Question number 1, would granting the variance result in an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood or
No.
detriment to?
No.
2. Question number 2, did the applicant achieve the benefit by some method feasible to the applicant to pursue other than an area variance?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, you live out, eliminate the outside seating, use the parking lot across the street.
Yeah. I mean, as a practical matter, I think probably the answer is no. It's- the layout down there is what it is.
Yeah.
Question number 3, is the requested variance substantial?
No.
No.
Okay. Question number 4, would granting the variance have an adverse effect on physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood?
No.
And question number 5, was the alleged difficulty self-created?
Yes.
Okay,
So it's,
based on the board's discussion and review of items 1 through 5 on the draft resolution, it appears that it would be appropriate for the board to adopt a resolution that grants the requested variance for allowing 50 parking spaces where 56 is what would be required under the code. So someone should propose that motion that
I move that we accept the request for a variance to use 50 parking spots instead of 56.
would take a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Okay, the vote's unanimous, so your application for the variance has been approved. You can cross that off your list of things.
Thank you very much. When are we gonna open?
Yeah, that's the big one.
Gotta wait for the other meeting.
We've got to get approvals and then our
Oh,
approval.
we got some good food.
We will for sure.
We've got to go back to the planning.
Yeah,
The other.
I was at the line,
or?
so I was presenting.
So
They presented for-
they can put in their items.
What is do you have a projected date anywhere, anyone, kind of, sort of?
Well, it was originally gonna be what, May?
Yeah, like April, May.
I don't think it'll be until maybe
Some
August maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on how fast our guys move, and depends on how fast we get inspections done and. it's-
Yeah,
I'm not
that's very
expecting-
golden rule is it always takes longer than you thought, and it always costs more than you thought.
I mean, at this point, it was kind of good because then now we get to do it better.
Yeah.
You get to move the bar around and do a bunch of stuff, so.
Yeah.
We can make it look really nice now.
Suggestion for you on the sign, speak with Mike before you do anything with the sign design, because I asked Mike specifically about the sign because there's a variance on that. That sign that's out there right now,
Okay,
and he said that as long as you stay within the constraints of just changing the name, you shouldn't need a variance, that'll save you some time.
Well,
And make
actually,
some
we
money.
were gonna do the sign together, but then our sign company were like, they wanna do a little different. So they wanna do the variance.
Yeah, you
You
should
guys,
double check that. It's like.
Yeah, that-
With the variance.
Maybe it's more the
Doesn't-
Well,
size.
I asked Mike, that's why I'm saying I would talk to Mike on that,
Yeah.
because you could end up having to come back here for a variance on that sign. And Mike knows all the rules, so I would ask Mike that.
That's what I'm questioning is because I don't believe the variance follows.
I don't know,
Next
that's,
change.
that's kind of what I thought too, but
Yeah.
I specifically asked that to Mike today, so that's why I said to ask Mike, because
Because
I thought the same as you.
And then
I thought the same
it
as you.
doesn't carry.
But I would talk to Mike, because that sign could cause you a couple month holdup, and the sooner you get that started, if there's a couple month holdup, the better off you'll be.
yeah, we just needed like kind of get started with the actual construction of the.
Are you
I mean,
reconfiguring a lot
there's
of
long
the?
history of, on that site in terms of, I mean, I saw pictures of, because I didn't live here at the time, but it was a Big Boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it had a major.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just telling you, because you don't wanna get to the point where you're about ready to open, then you spend 2 months
Yeah, no. it's already-
getting a sign approved, right? Because you can do that simultaneously.
Yeah,
Right,
no, we'll get the sign company to just get working on that and
usually they present for
Yeah.
you.
they're the ones. that-
Yeah. It's not a big deal, just wanted to bring it to your attention, because, you know, you're working on opening up a business, and,
Yeah,
yeah.
and if we can give you a little help to
I think the only thing was
speed up your process.
they wanted to make the medallion bigger. That was like the only thing.
Get that in early, because they're also probably making your ingress and egress signs for the parking and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to get that done.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Really
you're welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to some good Mexican food.
We will.
You'll love it. Eventually.
All right, next order of business, last meeting minutes, November 17th.
Ridiculous and non-consequential. I wasn't at the meeting and I'm listed as having attended.
Oh.
Well, you can vote on
really
you can vote on the meeting minutes even if you weren't here. Right?
Yeah.
So let's make a motion to accept the meeting as amended for attendance purposes,
Second.
Yeah, it's just amended for attendance.
amended for attendance with Andy not being here. All those in favor? Aye. Great. Any new business?
No, but you got more formal. I mean, you went through is it was because of the seeker? Because I have.
Yeah. So many of them have been, like two that did have to do secret in the past, but this one.
Well, just because the introduction, everything, I have to do that with the, I'm expressing report, and I have to read a whole thing and then have to ask who's in favor, who's not, who's not, and it's, then you have to close it. It's,
Crazy.
well, it's,
Yeah, if you do it.
if you do it that way, you have no issues, and in the city, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Contesting,
All right,
although.
with that said, a motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
And we gotta have a February meeting date, cause your next meeting also falls on a holiday.
Okay,
So that Tuesday night, there's a bunch of other stuff going on in the building, so if we move it to the following Monday,
Which,
the 23rd
of
February.
I might not be.
Yeah, not here.
Alright, so there's a lot of people not here, so that's not a good idea.
Not here for 2 months. Don't worry.
So wait,
well,
February,
where it's warm and sunny. Good for you. Where are you going?
Florida.
Whereabouts?
Yeah, there's actually that.
I,
South.
Oh, I know what Davenport is.
Yeah.
Bunch of other.
That's where I had a house there, sold at 21, but I still go back to the same neighborhood.
Whereabouts in Davenport, your house?
Champions Gate area,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Ted Winter.
right in Champions Gate.
Did
23rd,
Oh, that's
okay with
fine.
everybody else?
For.
23rd is okay with me.
Depending on what is on the docket.
It's
I
gonna
have
be,
to be home by like 7:30.
oh, it's gonna be a long meeting next meeting, cause I think that, Hannaford's got like,
Another question.
Mike told me it was
How
28
quickly,
variants coming on the next meeting, so it's gonna be a long
Couple
meeting.
meant to be here.
Oh, I mean, I guess I have to miss my meeting. That's okay.
It's gonna make a whole year of meetings that we didn't have last year.
We're gonna earn that $100.
17th is Tuesday.
17th of
It
February.
would be the 16th, that's a holiday, so.
We can do the 17th.
I'm in,
I can do.
I'm
the
in
17th.
Vermont.
Anyone other than,
You're going by the 17th.
Not gonna be here.
you're not gonna be here.
But what about Rick?
There's
We're
three.
missing Rick.
Rick's not here.
Yeah.
And if Rick can be here also, then usually
So-
also.
For now, we'll schedule it for the 17th.
Yeah, you'll send out an email.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is that works for you?
So that's probably gonna be a long one,
I know.
Why?
So,
because,
So we'll talk. There might be more than one case.
yeah, well, Mike said something about 20 variances and
No, we're still open.
motion to adjourn.
You guys don't have any other.
Except for-
business?
Oh, yeah, that's right, because of the minutes.
Wanna make a
I
motion?
move that we adjourn the meeting.
second.
All in favor?